Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with a 2017 Ram 2500 Power Wagon. Now this has 945 horsepower, 872 pounds-feet of torque from a 7.2 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine, and the car itself weighs 7,092 pounds. It's got all-wheel drive and it can do 0 to 60 in 3.942 seconds, 0 to 109.436 seconds, going on to a top speed of 194 miles an hour. So yeah, this is without a doubt the largest and heaviest vehicle that we've had on this series so far, and pretty sure those characteristics are going to hinder its time overall, but it does have plenty of power and torque, does have that all-wheel drive system, and obviously does have big chunky tyres. So yeah, that the all-wheel drive and the chunky tyres will obviously help in terms of traction, dealing with the rain and the puddles, but whether or not they'll also be able to handle the extra power, because it's got more than twice the power it had originally, is obviously to be seen. And obviously as we're going faster and faster in the rain, obviously our stopping distances are going to increase, so whether or not we can actually get this car under control coming into corners is again going to have to be seen. But yeah, it's certainly going to be an interesting vehicle to take out there, so yeah, let's get out there and see what it can do. Right, because this is obviously quite a large vehicle, we're going to have to go on the interior camera view, because we just cannot see where we're going on the third person view. So yeah, we have to stay in here. Nonetheless, it shouldn't impact us too badly, or at all. So yeah, it's got pretty solid acceleration just for a car so vast in size as this. Obviously that size and weight does mean worse handling and worse braking. This is probably one of the worst handling all-wheel drive vehicles on the game, in fact. So yeah, gonna have to really keep that under steering control, and also take into account the additional brake distances while in the rain. It takes nearly 400 feet to stop this 100 mile an hour in the dry, so yeah, in the rain that's going to increase substantially. As soon as you get it onto a straight, it flies far faster than you'd expect for such a weighty vehicle. All that understeer is obviously restrictive. Those puddles are not going to affect this vehicle weighing the way out the amount it does. So yeah, 1 minute 37.783 seconds is our first lap time. The worst first lap we've had, but hardly the best, and doesn't inspire all that much confidence in it when it comes to doing the rest of this episode. You feel the front ploughing on every time you come up to a corner, which means you have to be extremely slow going around it. Accidentally hit the tyre wall there a little bit on the side. This is the original engine as well in this vehicle still. So it'll be interesting to see what this stock Hemi can do over a likes of the supercharged one or a NASCAR engine. No improvement that time round, unfortunately, which is a surprise. Usually second lap doesn't require acquire a better lap time. Oh dear. Just because obviously it's a waste of time going around a second lap if you're not going to be able to improve by any substantial margin right on the first corner. We're going to rewind a little bit there. Really have to take into equation the fact that the brakes are pretty poor on this car. It's all about learning its characteristics. Braking earlier does seem to be the best option. Obviously this vehicle to be able to handle 70 mile an hour through there. No mean feat in a vehicle that weighs more than 7,000 pounds. And we actually kept it on the track this time round, coming into the first corner. That's a big improvement at 1 minute 36.406 seconds. Further. Once you get the hang of this vehicle, it does become a lot easier to drive. It's all about learning what it can and can't do, and then you end up enjoying it a lot more to drive than when you enjoy a car that you're driving. You're able to set quicker times. Another big improvement there at 1 minute 34.460. Smooth, keep it undramatic, and we'll get a good time out of this. Smoothness is key with vehicles like this, because if you're too angry with it or make too many adjustments, you will start to fail. Well, there we go. 1 minute 34.460 is the final lap time that we got, which is by no means the quickest that we've had. In fact, it is third from the bottom, but it does at least beat the likes of the Abarth 595 and the Citroen 2CV, but it's slower than a BMW i7 300, the 1939 BMW V28 and the similarly large Lamborghini LM002. So yeah, that overall is a bit of a disappointment. Obviously it does have the weight and it does have the size going against it, but it does also have nearly 1000 horsepower, does also have all-wheel drive, and does also have fairly good acceleration. So the fact that it couldn't overcome its weight and size is, yeah, not the best, but I do think the fact that it doesn't handle all that well even when stock, or have the best brakes, is also something that went against it. But I was at least hoping that we'd be up there with some of the other larger SUVs. So yeah, I mean, I'm a bit disappointed that it wasn't able to be up there with them, especially since this is a fairly new car. But at least it isn't bottom, but it's not all that far off, to be honest. It's, yeah, less than a second ahead of the likes of that Citroen and Abarth. So yeah, not the greatest, but at least when you start to learn it, you can overcome its characteristics to at least make it a smooth journey around the track. But outside of that, it's, yeah, a bit hopeless, to be honest, going around the tracks with this amount of power. Though obviously it was never meant to deal with 900 and odd horsepower and going around a track like this. But, you know, I would have at least liked a little bit more out of it, especially considering, you know, how new it is and the amount of power it had. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.